And it really depends upon how you take care of your body when you go home.
Absolutely.
It takes time to grow tissue.
Yeah.
And I think as gringos, as Americans, we want everything yesterday.
Right.
Big problem that we have is with, patients leave and that inflammation goes away, the pain goes away, and like instantly we want to be right back out on the mat, right back on the golf course, doing things at the same level that we were. But I always tell people, I'm like, hey, think about it, man. If you just had 2 shoulder surgeries, would you be doing that?
Right.
No, of course not. So give yourself that same kind of timeline. And since you're, nothing's getting cut, no screws are getting put in, anything like that. If you give yourself that same timeline, you do the physical therapy, you're going to see so much better results. But I get people being impatient,
For sure. I was pretty patient. I was doing the physical therapy. I was still doing physical therapy. But I noticed right away, I can do like a little bit of bench press. I can do push-ups for the first time in so many years without pain. I used to, couple of push-ups and my shoulders would just be on fire, right? To the point where...
Where was the pain? Like what kind of pain were you having?
Kind of like the front, like I don't know if that's a deltoid or like the front calf.
Yeah.
It would just burn. Anytime I would try to do a chest workout, my shoulders would burn out so fast. That
like in the ligament or in the muscle, or?
I feel like the muscle would just get so inflamed and start to just that burn, you feel that burn when you're lifting, but it would happen like so quick that I couldn't even focus on my chest because the shoulders would wear out so much that I pretty much avoided doing chest and shoulders for years just because, the pain was just too much to deal with, the inflammation. I figured out some ways, dumbbells and some ways to isolate my chest, but I really, for years, avoided my shoulders. So now the physical therapist is trying to get me to kind of trust my shoulders, be okay with a little bit of burn, where before I would feel the burn and be like, oh, I got to back off. And now kind of like retraining my brain to like be okay with a little bit of that burn. And snowboarding season was like right in where I live, like February is like the coldest month and the best month for snow.
Yeah.
And so it was right after my treatments, and my son was like, Dad, let's go snowboarding. And I wanted to go. I was like, maybe I can go and just take it easy. And I don't know about.
Then you didn't. Well, you didn't do knees or back. It's the back, the back people that.
But with my shoulders,
you take a fall though.
You take a fall. You post on your arms. I just didn't want to.
That's true. Yeah.
I wanted to go shooting. I was like, I can go shooting. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's probably not a good idea for my shoulders either. So I waited 3 months to do anything. And I'm glad that I did. No training, no alcohol.
That's the hardest one for some people.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and I'm not a heavy drinker, but it's still nice to like have a cocktail with dinner or have a few cocktails with your buddies. And, it wasn't too big of a deal, but it was just kind of getting used to it. A little change of pace in life. I'm glad that I did, though. I think we were supposed to go, 3 months, and I went like a week short of 3 months before I had a few beers, which I felt like I was.
It was pretty cool. I had dinner last night with a Delta Force guy that we took care of down here, and he completely quit drinking. He goes, it wasn't for you guys like insisting that I quit drinking and blah blah blah. He's like, no, I don't drink at all.